No, it looks like we have got something else. It looks like this is Thandi. I'm just judging by that saggy flap of skin below her belly. Some of you guys will be able to help confirm who in fact it is. Woohoo! And very, very grateful that Mike, one of the other guides in this area, managed to find her and give us a call on the radio. It's quite a thick area here, so we're going to have to negotiate for this thick vegetation. Now, she is looking quite alert. You can see her tail twitching from side to side, which is kind of a sign of excitement. So maybe she knows there's something up ahead here. We came in that direction and I didn't see anything. So who knows what she's sensing, but she's definitely on the hunt. She's definitely looking quite hungry. And this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for us to try and stick with her until she hopefully makes a kill or takes us back to wherever she is stashing away her tiny little cub that's, we're guessing, around 6 weeks old, there and thereabouts. Okay, now there are a few other vehicles in the sighting, so I'm just going to be sensitive and give her space and give the vehicles their space. My plan is to continue to stay out with her and not finish work at the regular time, so I'll be keeping Ralph and you guys company for a while. So there's no rush to get more views of her. We will at some point get you some more views, but for now we are going to send you back to Noel. Well, we've managed to get ourselves into a good spot here. Well, a decent spot. It is very thick and Thandi is still on the move. The sun's just starting to poke out. And she did just scent mark. It's the first time I've seen her scent mark since I've been back, so it's going to be great to establish where exactly she considers her territory to be, because her and her sister are currently scrapping over territory. And oh, she's heading towards a termite mound. Let's see if we can get you some views of her there. You probably just saw her starting to climb up it. And we were going to need to reposition anyway, so good timing. It is very thick. Just trying to plan my attack here. Hello, blue-grey baby. You're wondering if leopards and other big cats get fur balls, and yes, they certainly do. I haven't seen a leopard nor a lion cough a fur ball out for quite some time now, but they definitely do have that problem. There we go. Well, isn't this absolutely awesome? I really do love these animals. And I think some time spent away from them has made me realize how impressive they actually are. It's not to say the other big cats aren't impressive, and I really did love spending time with cheetah up in the Masai Mara, but being back here with leopards now, there's just something so exciting, and I feel very privileged every time I see leopard and get to follow them like this, and more so than the lion and cheetah. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's simply because they are ordinarily quite shy and elusive. It looks like, there we go, she's scent marking again. Chip, chip. A few squirts of urine against that marula tree. And ordinarily when leopards are kind of scent marking, they'll go from big tree to big tree. She's just stopping to see if she can detect any possible prey up ahead there. Oh, I wish I had sensors like them just to understand exactly how well they can hear. You saw her head pivot to the right there. Something definitely caught her attention. And Debbie, it's a great pleasure. I think to have an opportunity like this, to have a leopard on the move, would be something that would be hard to resist staying out a little bit extra for. Now what I'm hoping for is ideally is if she can take us to a beautiful tambuti tree where there's a road, a new road that's built just to the south of us. I'm not sure exactly where it is in relation to us, but I'm guessing it is a little bit further to our right. And hopefully she could climb up there. I've never seen a leopard up there. But she tends to have veered a little bit more to the east now. She was heading predominantly west, and then she kind of started turning to the south, and now she's heading west. So maybe she is on the trail of a small antelope. Okay, very good. Well, as we try and get you into another good spot, just got caught on the arm by a branch. We're gonna be sending you back up to Ralph in the Mara, who's patrolling for anything interesting. Yes, we do. I fear she may duck into an area where it's going to be almost impossible for us to follow her through. There's a very steep drainage line that she's moving parallel along at the moment, but it looks like she's about to drop down into it, and if she does, it is going to be near impossible to follow her, sadly. But it's too soon to panic. She could change direction at any moment, and I just hope she does. She definitely appears to be following something, and I've noticed quite a few leopard, especially females, will often follow small prey like steenbok. So even though they may run off, the leopards just keep pursuing until eventually, I guess, they will get lucky. Beautiful. It's so cool to see them slinking through this thick vegetation like this. Matt, you're wondering if Thandi would be able to patrol and mark her entire territory in one kind of walk. I would say no. As a general rule, they'll do bits and pieces as they move around, but they're not going to do a full kind of perimeter march. Again, that's just my kind of guesstimates and, piecing together sightings that I've had in the past with leopards. She's definitely looking south more a lot of the time, so she may cross through. Let me just try and get ahead. Looks like we're going to have a good opportunity to just slink ahead of her a little bit here and get some views of her. Hello, Chitty Chatty Meg. You'd like to know which leopard is this, and it is Thandi. And Chitty Chatty Meg, I must also say that some of your friends, some of our other viewers were here at Djuma yesterday, and they say a big hello from you, and I just thought it would be nice to let you know that they were thinking of you, and therefore so were we. So it is Thandi Chitty Chatty Megs. We found her, well, we didn't find her, somebody else found her, but we got her about 15 minutes ago, and she's prowling around looking for a meal. I'm guessing she's nowhere near her new den, wherever that may be. We've got a strong feeling that it's to the north of where we are, and I always find it interesting how far a female will range from her den in search of food. And it seems like that is her priority at the moment, but she has been doing a little bit of scent marking as she goes about trying to find her next meal. So exciting stuff. I'm planning on staying with her for as long as physically possible. And we've just kindly been offered a little loop ahead here by another vehicle that's in the sighting with us. Thanks very much, guys. Okay, now what I wanted to try and do is loop ahead a considerable amount, try and get us into a great spot where we can wait for her to come towards us, and also be in a position where we also allow the other vehicles that are with us to also be in a good spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak as low down as we can, get as close as we can to this riverbed that she's moving along, in the hope that she continues that way and then paces right past us. Ooh, I think we're going to be in a very good spot here, if in fact she does continue towards us. Liz, you could be right. Maybe I'm wrong. You say that you think she could be taking us to the den, and wouldn't that be a very, very pleasant surprise? I think we should wait right here, because I'm guessing she's going to come and pop out straight over this log. There's a bit of a natural game trail that she seems to be following. She was a little bit of a way off. We did a bit of a big loop ahead of her, and she is kind of stopping and starting and listening as she goes along. So I've probably gone a bit far. I'm just getting some hand signals from Charles, who's one of the other people enjoying the sighting with us. Now, the good thing is that even if she doesn't come out this way towards us, down to our right, in the riverbed, we've got a very clear, open view where we'll be able to see her walking over there. So wherever she pops out, I am confident we are going to get a good view of her. Okay, copy, thanks, Charles. I can pop into the drainage here. Okay, so she has slunk down in. She has crossed this little riverbed. Somebody else saw her pop in here, so let's do the same thing. She could be crisscrossing in and out through here. Oof, this is looking like there could definitely be a den sighting here. I've just got a visual of her tail. I've just got another visual of her. She's continuing kind of south and west, just on the southern side of this drainage. She was at kind of 10 o'clock sense, somewhere 10 to 11 o'clock, but I'd no longer have a visual of her. I'm guessing she's going to come out. We're going to be able to get a view at 11 o'clock sense in that little opening up ahead there. Oh, well done. There we go. Spot on. So Senzo got a glimpse of the tail there. Now, let's see if we are going to be able to sneak through here. We're going to be able to get a few more great views, actually. Let's just wait here. She is going to pop out, and we're at such a beautiful low angle here. So, yeah, perfect spot there, Sens. Somewhere just to the right of that big Tamboti tree, where Senzo's got the camera now, is where she's going to pop out. There she goes. Ah, beautiful. I almost prefer viewing leopards in scenes like this than out in the open. I think it kind of exaggerates their beauty and their stealth when you see them slinking through the thickets. And when the cameramen keep that focus perfectly on her, that kind of, my opinion. Obviously not all the time. It would be a bit much to be able to view them through these thickets, but shots like we're getting now, I think, are quite special. Okay. Now, there is a cluster of Tamboti trees which I don't want to drive over, but I think we might be able to sneak around without actually going over any of those, and going over some softer guarri plants that do pop back up, more flexible. Smirchin, you'd like to know if this is happening in real life, and yes, it most certainly is. This is a live safari, and it's wonderful to have you on board with us. Now, like I said, some of these bushes that I'm driving over are more suitable to driving over than others, so those are the ones that are being driven over. And we are going to send you back up to Ralph while we try and negotiate some more views. There's no guarantees that we will get some, but hopefully we will. We can still see her. We've managed to squeeze through some thick bushes. Senzo got walloped by one, but he's okay. And we're about to get you some more wonderful views of this leopard as she continues towards us. I'm guessing she's going to scent mark up and against this knobthorn tree that she's heading towards. There we go. Now we're going to get some great views. Just one little spray there. And I'm guessing that these are the southern reaches of her boundary. Isn't it wonderful how relaxed they are, just a couple of meters in front of the vehicle there? And this is really, really awesome that we are being allowed to follow her so closely and get a good idea of what could well be her southern boundary, and also the kind of pathway she takes. When leopards move into an area and start kind of establishing themselves as she has, it becomes very tricky to find them because you don't kind of understand their habits and their likely areas of movement. But now, just from the last half an hour we've spent with her, I've got a very good idea that if we find tracks in this general area, which trees to come and check, which pathways to come and check. So that is the good news. Now, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm probably going to stay with Thandi for quite a bit longer, but we will only go live on Facebook for action broadcasts if anything exciting happens. So I'm going to say goodbye for this morning and let Ralph finish off the last few minutes of the safari from all the way up in Kenya.